Good evening, or rather, it's a pretty late night here in Van Nuys in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles. It's a little before midnight, and we are close to the Van Nuys Government Center, which is that way, and jail right over here. There's a police station, a jail, and a government center just right down that way, a couple blocks away. And here we've got multiple lines of officers. I've heard police a little while ago saying that protesters got a little rowdy, and I think police are saying there was vandalism. I'm not sure what. Yes, this is actually Van Nuys. I was monitoring Twitter on the way over here, and not a whole lot, although various allegations about what protesters may or may not have been up to this evening, and I'm not sure of that. But we are at the corner of Tyrone and Delano, and police officers are in the intersection. I don't know what time it began, but it seems like police officers are still making their way over here. There's a police vehicle turning around right over here to the side of me. Officers in 3 or 4 rows here in the intersection of Tyrone and Delano, facing east. I don't know what's going on this street. I'll ask them if it's open. Officer, is the street open to walk this way?
Yeah.
Thank you. So we're heading east on Delano, and I don't see any action down here. We've got the police line, or several police lines, blocking Delano here at the intersection with Tyrone. Helicopter overhead, and we can walk a little bit down Delano, but I don't see any action here. Yes, this is live. It is 11:46 p.m., something like that. Just arrived on scene here. Wow. Helicopter with spotlight coming overhead. I don't see any action. Excuse me, did you guys see what happened?
There was a protest going on. About, I want to say, 60 people protesting Black Lives Matter, and then out of nowhere the police just comes, and then I don't know where the people went.
The protesters went this way?
The protesters went this way. They did about 3 laps, and then around the 3rd lap they didn't come back because of the police.
Were they doing circles around the police
they were
station
literally
and the jail?
They were literally going here around the police station and back this street. They were doing around three laps.
I've got a little YouTube live stream going.
Okay.
Would you mind popping on for a minute and saying what happened or what you saw?
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of camera shy, to be honest.
Okay, it's all right. But the last you saw is that they were going.
Yeah, they went
this way.
They went this way. I'm not sure if they made it
probably
left or
moved
right.
down that way. Going that way.
And police were not following them when they were going there?
No, for the first 2 laps there was no police, but I guess because it was pretty loud, we literally just came out of our home.
But on the 3rd lap, they went this way, and then did you see if the police followed them, or did the police just stand back there in their lines?
Well,
The police didn't follow them.
the police didn't follow them.
No.
They formed the line there, and then I guess they just never came back.
Yeah, I don't know where they went.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Have a good night.
You too, be safe.
It's sound from the description I'm getting from these witnesses, it sounds like protesters last marched east on Delano, straight ahead of me, away from where the police are lined up in the intersection of Delano and Tyrone, where we're returning right now. And I don't know if there are officers seeking them out or seeking individual protesters or what. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 or so lines of officers right here on the east side of the intersection of Delano and Tyrone. There you go, Tyrone Avenue at Delano. Van Nuys Police Station and jail are right over here. Not much doing here at the moment. However, we've got a police vehicle blocking off the street 1 block north of us. And some officers walking around by the lines of officers here at the intersection of Tyrone and Delano. Did you guys hear my conversation with the man with whom I was speaking with just moments ago? We're trying to figure out what protest. It appears that there was a protest. Maybe still is.
There was a fire earlier.
Where was the fire?
Close, like somewhere close to the actual station.
Did
I heard on their
did
frequency.
you get any Did you get any footage of it?
No, I got here probably when you got here.
But you heard over the radio, over
The frequency, yeah.
that there was a fire close to the police station.
Yeah, and then some graffiti or something.
I saw something on Twitter suggesting there was a fire by the police station, but I haven't confirmed that.
Yeah, I heard it on the radio. It was like, it was a small fire, blah, blah. That's when I came over here.
Did you hear cross streets or
Yeah, it
exactly?
was here, Delano. It was like, probably further up. It's over now, so.
Did it just go out on its own, or did, fire trucks came out?
Yeah, it was probably small. This was like half an hour ago.
What, around Delano and Van Nuys?
Well, yeah, further up, but yeah.
All right, let's walk in the direction of Van Nuys Boulevard briefly. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
So, getting from a couple sources that there may have been a fire. Somewhere in the vicinity of the police station, the jail. Did they just block off the street right up here?
Seems like that.
The officers are congregated in the intersection of Delano and Tyrone, though at the moment there's nothing going on there other than the police presence. If indeed there was this fire, it's probably too late to see the fire, but I'd be curious to see if we could locate where it was and if anything was burned. Alright, I'll check the chat. Mondo will escalate this con. Do I have Sam and Andy people jumping in here? I don't know. If so, welcome. Someone's saying it's an apartment fire. Do you have a source for that? Who's saying it's an apartment fire? All right, now we are at the corner of Delano and Silmar, and the street is blocked off. Wasn't blocked off moments ago. Officer, is there a supervising officer present?
Not at this spot.
Down at the intersection of Delano and Tyrone, there is?
There could be. I'm not sure. We responded from a different division,
Oh, okay.
so
Do-
I'm not sure.
Do you know if there was a fire?
No, I didn't see a fire or anything like that.
Or did you receive any reports about a fire?
Not that we had heard.
All right. Thank you very much,
Of
officer.
course, have a good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too. Oh, okay, all right. What's Robert Sanchez is saying 13507 Victory Boulevard. That's a little ways north of here. Apartment fire, but what would that have to do with the protest? I don't know.
Let's see. Let's
Can
check
you
Twitter.
can you Google or
Let me see.
or
It
check
doesn't
on
seem-
Twitter Victory Boulevard fire Van Nuys? Where exactly did you see that, Robert? Oh, the Citizen app. Thank you. We should have downloaded that Citizen app. We're now approaching Van Nuys Boulevard. Right by the
Somebody
federal.
tweeted Josh is a jerk, but he's getting good coverage.
Right next to the federal building. The witness I was speaking to was saying that the protesters were marching and circling around the whole complex right here. So this is a complex with a federal building, a civic center, police station, jail. What are you seeing, Annabelle?
LAPD reports that the protesters got in their cars and took off, but we don't know where they're at.
I don't know where that's sourced, but the one witness I was speaking with was on Delano, as we now approach Delano and Van Nuys Boulevard. He said the one witness I spoke with said the protesters made 2 laps around this complex right here, which is the Civic Center, federal building, jail, police station. And then they headed east away from the police on Delano when the police showed up after their second lap. That's what the one witness said. We have officers, police vehicles approaching. Or what is that? Is that a fire truck or ambulance? Let's see. We're just going to take a quick look at what's doing here around the Civic Center complex. And if there's nothing doing here, then we'll head back in the direction of Delano and Tyrone, where the officers are gathered in multiple lines in the street. Okay, someone's... Alright, we're getting comments saying they vandalized LAPD Van Nuys, wrote ACAB. Someone's writing update. Structure fire, 10:40 p.m. Radford Avenue, Valley Village. No, Valley Village is out of the way. But let's see if there's any vandalism around here or ACAB or something. I forget where everyone's stationed in this complex. Yeah, so let's Let's take a quick look, see if anything's doing here around the corner of Van Nuys and Sylvan, and if nothing's doing, let's go into the Civic Center complex and see if we can find anything. Doesn't look like anything is doing out here by Sylvan and Van Nuys. Annabelle, let's head into the Civic Center complex. See if we see something. If we don't see anything, head back out to where the police are lined up in the intersection of Delano and Tyrone. I forget which building is which here. Annabelle, keep an eye out for anything that sticks out. The federal building's right over here. I don't remember where the LAPD Van Nuys division is located exactly.
Prosecutor, the judge, even the public defender going, well, what are we going to do? What can happen? We don't know. Right? Hey, a lot of people, they work hard, they have mortgages, they have kids to support, they have to go to work every day, Monday through Friday. If you could just take a little bit of your time of your life.
This guy's got a rehearsed speech, it seems.
Go down to the law library and study some law. And put 10 years ago into your mind, you'll be surprised at how powerful you can be. You guys can be immensely powerful. And you'll have a whole new definition of the pen mightier than the sword. I love you guys. I know I'm just some kind of crazy nutcase. Yeah, that's an Indian, a Native American Indian who was
You see something, Annabelle?
ripped off by the doctors.
I don't remember which building is which here. Let's see, which building is this? Oh, see some movement down that way. Van Nuys library. I don't think we're after the library. Forget, is this the jail over here? Aaliyah's saying wrong way. I don't know if Aaliyah knows where action was. No, Aaliyah's saying straight ahead. There was someone giving a speech about the Bible and other stuff, which at the moment don't really have time to look for. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, now we're talking. I think we found something. All right. Where was the fire? Would you mind explaining this on my stream?
Sure. So I was here when some of the police officers were assessing the damage, and when they left one police officer here, and he was assessing, and I asked him, "Oh, is this where the small fire was?" He said, "Yeah, I just picked up the flag and put it on the bench right there, what was left of it." So it seems like it was a small little fire that they probably took down that flagpole.
So we've got two flagpoles here.
Yeah.
One, the flagpole on the left. Sorry about the focus, losing focus. But flagpole on the left still has a flag.
Yeah.
Flagpole on the right does not have a flag.
And
Meanwhile, we've got, what's
Ash.
this ash, it looks like, on the ground here, and one little remnant of what I think is a U.S. flag right here on the bench. And then we've got graffiti. So, Van Nuys Community Police Station, Los Angeles Police Department, crossed out. At least part of it's crossed out. And FTP, fuck 12, fuck 12, ACAB, die pigs.
And there's more, like, if you keep going down that whole, like...
Oh yeah, you got a good eye for that, too.
Yeah.
Right here also, on the flagpole, FTP.
What's your stream name?
Josh Friedman.
Is that on what?
I'm live on YouTube.
Oh, are you? What is it? Josh what?
Josh Friedman.
Friedman?
Friedman. Who are you with?
I'm just independent.
You have something to plug?
Yeah. Team, this YouTube channel I'm with, Team Playback.
All right, hold on a sec. Let's continue with this,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'll let you plug all your
Sure.
stuff. Okay, so here, so it says FTP on one flagpole, says FTP on another flagpole. Or what is F? Is that supposed to say a P? It looks like it's FTF. This says FTP on the ground right next to the flagpole. And then this flagpole again has no flag right now. We've got ash, it looks like, on the ground. Someone's saying go upstairs. Okay. And this remnant of a flag on the bench. Let's see what we can see if we venture up the stairs slightly. What do you see up here, Annabelle?
The police officers.
Someone's saying, or Leah's saying, saw on another stream they went upstairs. Well, I don't see.
Confronted.
Sounds like this guy might have somewhat of a scoop down there.
I just found your channel.
You s-
Yeah.
On the subject. They had a black guy that they pulled over for a traffic infraction, and then they planted cocaine in his wallet and then arrested him.
Maybe he's talking about something else.
So
Flashlight or the?
No,
the-
just flashlight.
I don't remember. I haven't used it in a long time. Okay, so the other part of graffiti I haven't shown you. Oh, what is it? No, that doesn't look like graffiti. I didn't see. Oh, there we go. I missed that. Missed a lot of the graffiti. So this door underneath the stairs. Can you walk up the stairs and see if you find something we missed? This door underneath the stairs. Oh, it's an elevator. Says, y'all gonna lose pigs. And to the side of the flagpoles, I forget, what is this, the jail? Which building? No, that's not the
That's
jail.
courthouse.
All right, the courthouse. Is it?
Usually tall buildings like that.
I wouldn't. No, that wouldn't be the jail. I guess it is. I forget. It's been a while for me. So the police station entrance right here. You can see the graffiti, the flagpoles there, and says FTP. What are those? I don't know. Oh, 12 crossed out. A bunch of 12s crossed out. Looks like a swastika crossed out. Yeah, there's... The title might be a bit off. I might have to change that. But there are a bunch of police lined up, which if you were watching at the beginning of the stream, there are a bunch of officers lined up in the intersection of Delano and Tyrone, which is a block or two away from here. More FTP. I might have to issue a correction on the title. I thought there were still protesters in the area, but apparently they left. And I was interviewing a man, ACAB, and oh, there's an anarchy sign and a 12 crossed out again. I was interviewing a man who seemed to witness the protesters circling around this whole complex with the civic center and police station, jail and courthouse, federal building. He said they made 2 laps around, and then after the second lap, the police came out and the protesters headed east on Delano away from the police, according to the witness that I interviewed early on in the stream. Now, this leads us, what does that say? I don't know if that's even from tonight. That leads us, this walkway leads us out to Delano, thank you. And it looks like the officers have left the intersection here. So, yeah, nothing in the way of a police standoff at the moment. I don't know if police chased individual protesters elsewhere around. We still have officers blocking off the intersection of Delano and is that Silmar? I forget. I think that's Silmar. Yeah, that's so. This is police vehicle blocking the intersection straight ahead from us, 1 block away from Van Nuys Boulevard. I think that's Silmar, but I'm not positive. We're on Delano Street.
This is definitely the courthouse I checked.
Okay, thank you. Courthouse, I believe, right here. You want to pop on right now?
Sure.
All right, you've been helping me out a lot over the past 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Kelvin. Just independently trying to capture some footage of stuff happening around LA right now. But besides this, I have a channel with my friends called Team Playback. It's on YouTube. It's just interview stuff, kind of fun. But besides that, not much. Didn't expect this to happen tonight. You know, we're here. I'm pretty local, so it was not that far of a drive. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My Instagram is not Celsius, like the temperature.
Spell it out.
NOTCELIUS, not Celsius. And yeah, I mean, I do a lot of photography and videography too, so yeah.
And again, your YouTube channel is?
The YouTube channel is just Team Playback, 2 words, Team Playback.
And what kind of stuff? What kind of coverage?
It's just basically just interviews, and it's more of a comedic survey, if you will, of different people and their experiences and whatnot. It's a unique channel, but yeah. This is just independent stuff that I do, covering like news stuff and protests and whatnot. I'm trying to build up my own separate channel, but that's too small right now.
All right, so plug your channel,
that
your
one's
personal
like super
channel.
small. You can't find it unless you like really. It's called Video World, but it's
Do you have a custom URL for it?
yeah, I guess so. Let me see. It's just.
You find something else, Annabelle?
No, just somebody is coming with a flag in his hand, with an American flag. I don't know.
All right, let's go see that.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh. All right, that. I thought you were saying someone's coming to replace the flag,
oh.
or bringing out the remnant of the burnt flag. I don't know.
Josh, been watching you guys.
Hey,
Oh, hi. What's your name?
I'm Aaron.
Nice to meet you, Aaron.
nice to meet you.
You guys missed everything.
What'd you see tonight?
I just saw what you guys showed. It was basically the end of it.
You come out for anything in particular?
Um,
You want to be on camera or off camera?
uh, you can show me.
All right. What brings you out tonight?
Um, same as everybody. I think you know what it is.
Well, let's just say I don't know. If I don't know, what is it?
I saw you at that place, down the street. You weren't that far. I thought, I'll come by. Catch anything?
You're asking if we caught anything?
Yeah.
Well, we arrived after the action, but we see a little of what's left over, the remnant of the burnt American flag and
Some tagging.
a lot of tagging. And we saw the police all lined up in the intersection over here, which I mistakenly referred to as a standoff, and I'll correct that.
I'm a fan of yours. Been watching you since you went to Palmdale and the chop.
Well, thanks a lot, and pleasure to meet you. Anything else you'd like to say?
You mind if I stay with you guys?
Go for it. Although I don't know how long we'll be here. It's dying down pretty quickly.
I sent her the link of my little 20 subscriber channel.
Is there some way to find it?
I sent her the link, like the actual URL.
Yes.
Okay, whatever. I'll put it in the description. Let's see. Do we have any more police activity? We've got Delano and what I think is Sylmar. I think the cross street's Sylmar. I'm not positive, but that's still blocked off, which is 1 block away from Van Nuys Boulevard. And in the other direction, the intersection straight ahead was where we started this broadcast, where I incorrectly said there was a standoff, and again, I'll correct that. There were quite a few officers lined up in the intersection. They had taken over the intersection. But at least at the time we arrived, no protesters to be seen. Although it appears there was a protest tonight. And based on what the one witness said, it sounds like protesters made a couple laps around the complex here with the Civic Center, the jail, the police station, federal building, etc. You find anything in
No,
about?
there was just a car that stopped by and asked if something like Portland is going to happen here, but the police said no, they have it under control.
Oh, really? That was the play-by-play that
Yes.
some bystander came up and asked the police if something like
Yes,
Portland's.
out of the cars, they
That's
just drove
what he
by,
said.
stopped,
He
and,
said in
it's
those
under
words
control, yes.
is something like Portland going to happen
Yes.
here? Well, this isn't quite Portland. Although I guess for those of you who aren't aware, there was a large protest out here back. Well, I was gonna say back in early June. There was a large protest here, which I live stream outside this complex. But on the other side, around the intersection of Van Nuys and what's that cross street? Sylvan or something? It's where we briefly checked before heading into the complex right here. Anyway, there was a large protest here in early June, and I covered that, and there actually was some looting toward the end of that protest and after that protest in Van Nuys, mostly north of here, shops along Van Nuys Boulevard, around Sherman Way and Victory. Maybe there was a Big Five that was looted and some others. So yeah, on that one day in early June, I forget what date exactly it was, there was action here, large protests and a little looting. Maybe more than a little, I'm not sure exactly how much. But other than that, this hasn't been the heart or one of the focal points of protest action in Los Angeles. I don't know if that'll change in coming days or weeks. I could go see if we could get a comment from an officer. Earlier when I asked, you're welcome, and Aaliyah, and by the way, Aaliyah, your tips seem to be on tonight, so thank you. I really appreciate when we've got viewers in the chat providing accurate information. That is a huge help. I really appreciate that. Let's see if we can get a comment from officers. Oh, this street's reopened, and there's Annabelle, there's a car coming up behind you. The street's reopened, and as we speak, the police vehicle's driving away. So I guess there goes my there goes my comment opportunity, if there is one. A little while ago, I asked an officer right up here who said he was from a division other than Van Nuys, whether there was a supervising officer. Who's that filming me? So, go check who's in this car. I bet it's a streamer we know. Too late. He didn't say anything. There was just someone pointing the camera at me.
People curly hair, I don't know.
Not published.
John F. Kennedy right
Mistakes are
here.
buried, not headlines.
Someone saying Mondo. I don't know if it was Mondo. Okay. This is Silmar and Delano. Nothing doing here. Two people saying Mondo. Might have been. Don't know.
No democracy would ever hope or wish to match. Nevertheless,
Is there still a police vehicle down? No, there isn't.
the necessary restraints of national security. And the question remains whether those restraints need to be more strictly observed if we are to oppose this kind of attack as well as outright invasion. In many earlier
Let's just make one mini loop
I'm
around.
gonna check Twitter
Make
once
sure
again.
there's no. I think the protesters they all scattered, but
They said there was 50 people on the frequency. We're like, we have about 50 people here protesting when I first heard it.
I saw bits on
did you hear anything about them marching, standing, or?
Well, yeah, it was 50 people in front of the police station. I guess that's when they were doing their main tagging. And then they started coming towards Delano, which was...
All right, you want to say that on camera?
Yeah, sure. So when I first heard it on the frequency, it was about more than 50 people protesting right in front of the police station. That's when they did all the main tagging that you see right under the letters that we're going to. And then they slowly started moving, I guess, east towards Delano, which is that pathway with all the individual...
Yeah, where we walked, where it had the 12s crossed out, the FTP, the one anarchy symbol.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the movement that they made. I guess they all came from different directions and congregated in front and then just moved east towards Delano.
And you got that off the scanner?
Yeah, they're pretty descriptive.
All right, so I mean, if that's the case, then what was heard over the scanner was that there were about 50 people, 50, gathered straight ahead over there in front of where those lights are in that lit up building. That's where the tagging happened. So yeah, you're saying based on what you heard in the scanner, there were about 50 people gathered right over there.
Probably
and then they headed toward Delano.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's when they burned the flag and whatnot.
And you can see, indeed, this is the Valley headquarters, and by Valley, that is the San Fernando Valley. A large portion of the city of Los Angeles falls in the San Fernando Valley, and this Van Nuys complex is somewhat the de facto capital, city hall, police headquarters, etc. of the San Fernando Valley. Did you hear anything about the protesters making loops around?
No, all I heard was that if they're gonna...
Someone's screaming at us? If
All I heard
If-
was, oh, there's more police activity down there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's go check this out. Officers coming out with flashlights. This reminds me of Seattle. Yeah, this reminds me of Seattle and the West Precinct, and what would happen, I think, on a nightly basis after the march would depart the West Precinct. Oh, we're missing some stuff. Someone's asking, will I be at the pro-Trump rally in Beverly Hills today? I guess it's past midnight now. Emphasis on today. Yeah, I think I'll be there. Don't know for sure, but I think I'll be there.
It's a pro-Trump rally in Beverly Hills.
Let's see. It looks like we have police officers outside taking a look at the tagging. Again, there are two flagpoles here. One flagpole has a flag on it. Another flagpole does not have a flag on it. Officer, is there a supervising officer who could speak with the press?
I'm Captain Hurd, but no, this is not a time for press. We're doing an assessment of what we have here.
All right.
Maybe tomorrow morning.
All right. Thank you, Captain. Captain, I didn't catch the. Did you say Herman? Captain?
I have to check the audio. I don't know.
Anyway, Captain, I apologize, not sure of his last name, but you can see the police officers were just assessing what's going on right here, and the captain said exactly that. He said we're assessing, and they're looking at the tagging out front here, and now they're making their way. Hey Mondo, how's it going?
What's up, dude?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
So the officers are now making their way down this pathway where the tagging continues on the way to Delano, where we just were, and they're assessing what's been done, to use their terminology.
Let's go from the reaction.
Hi. If you weren't tuned in earlier, there is all this tagging here on the Van Nuys police station and on the flagpoles. There is an Andy who just popped up around here. Also goes by Mondo. And this is what's left of a flag that, based on the look of it and look of things, it appears the flag was on this pole. Don't know with certainty, but that's what it appears. And we just have
It's either
a small remnant of a flag.
it's either the California Republic flag or the American flag.
Actually, good point. So, can we tell? I think that's the California flag. I'm pretty sure the one that's hard to tell. Regardless, oh, we have a where? Yeah, for a second I was like, whoa, are those officers looking down at us? When you're up there on the second floor, they look clearly like cardboard cutouts, but then when you pick your head up like this, you start thinking, whoa, are those real officers? What's that big grin about? Anyway, yeah, remnant. My best guess is this is a remnant of an American flag, but I'm not positive. And then also there's tagging also on the elevator. No, I'm not going to wave at the cardboard cutouts, although maybe that's what you do in the year 2020. Y'all gonna lose pigs, it says on the elevator door. And let's see if Annabelle found anything down this way. Who's that behind us? Looks like the police are returning. Are they? I can't tell who that is. Maybe not. No. You find anything?
No, just the police coming through the parking lot. No tagging on the side, no protesters, nobody.
Aaliyah is saying someone said to look in the lost and found box. Is this a joke? But Aaliyah's been pretty spot on thus far this evening. Well, I mean, what even is
Lost and found the box up the stairs?
Oh, maybe.
I haven't seen a lost and found box. I can check.
I don't know if there would be a lost and found box sitting outside the police station, but yeah, we don't have any confirmation about that. But let's just walk up the stairs one more time, see if we see anything. Again, here's, if you weren't turned in earlier, here's what looks like ash.
Part of the flag is
Yeah, I already got that a couple times.
You think that's the American flag?
You guys know? Yeah, definitely. You guys know if they ripped it off there?
Yeah, they probably pulled it down. Looks like on the ropes. Right?
Yeah, it looks pretty mangled to me.
That's the Ronin FC.
Yeah.
That's the same one.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna take it out.
These are those cardboard cutouts we were referencing a couple minutes ago. Not much here. A little caution tape. Maybe that was ripped. I don't know by whom. Looks like a glove right there. This is a trash can. Yeah, all right, I see the message, Aaliyah. Tertiary, you gotta love the name, chiming in with OJ. Yeah, I don't really see anything of note here. Well, it's Aaliyah, that's my job. I look. I go around checking things out. Turning over rocks. If you missed it earlier, this is what the Van Nuys police station here in the San Fernando Valley looks like right now. Yeah, some people commenting on that glove. I don't know what to make of it. And again, when we arrived, there actually was not a standoff. There were just a whole bunch of police officers occupying the intersection of Delano and what was the cross street? Delano and I'm already forgetting what it was. So I'll put a correction about that after this stream is done. But there were a whole bunch of police officers when we arrived, and you can see them at the beginning of the stream. Now the officers are nowhere to be seen, at least for the most part, although there was a police captain and a couple other officers walking down this way. We saw them standing here. They were assessing what's been done to the building, and then walking down this way and assessing what's done down there. We're gonna wrap this up shortly, but I guess we take one more walk down that way. Oh, let's. What is this? Is it Sylvan? I forget the cross street. And yeah, maybe there was someone who showed up here tonight to have a chat with me off camera. I saw that comment earlier. There's a cat. A little camera shy. Emmy's saying interview that guy. Well, there was someone I was interviewing who said he came out here because of me, I guess Annabelle as well, and he's still out here. He did not have much to say on camera. He might want to talk off camera, although I don't have a lot of time to hang out here. Gotta either get some work done late tonight or go to bed and get up in the morning and get work done before going out and covering what I'm going to cover tomorrow. Nothing doing, it appears, on the north side of the police station and the Civic Center complex. So let's head back. What's going on in Portland in the meanwhile? Dumpster fires? That's nothing special for Portland if that's the case. If you didn't see earlier today, we were in Tahunga. And there was a whole lot of LAPD action there, although not a lot of... We're going to go this way and then wrap it up.
Those guys live close to me, by the way. And they're stringers, meaning like they'll follow news cases. So they were at a fire, the one that was close by to here, and then they were at a rollover too far away.
Oh, and
what did they say about the fire?
Oh, that it was like a small, like a medium-sized fire that was already extinguished by the time they got there. But yeah. Are they under the presumption that it's nothing to do with the protest action? I don't think so. The guy in the blue works for a media company, and the other guy's freelance.
All right, so here's one more look. The last time we're showing this. The flagpoles with the one missing flag. The remnant of a flag is on the bench right there. I've already shown it a bunch of times.
You showed that one on the elevator.
I've shown the elevator tagging. I've shown the building tagging. And then it appears people went this way and tagged this little walkway that we're showing you for a second time now. Oh, I'm on woke right now? Well, I don't know how much longer this stream will continue. So I don't know how much left I've got for the good old folks over there on woke. Okay. I guess check out Mondo's channel if you want to see some other action.
Yeah, help us remove graffiti, dude.
Man, that's not my job.
That's how you make donuts,
I-
dog. That's
I-
how you make it as a streamer. You get clipped.
I'm never gonna make it as a streamer. I don't.
You're streaming now. People know about you.
I don't do community cleanups. Although I did interview people doing a community cleanup after the looting in Van Nuys a few months ago. Anyway.
Good luck as a streamer, dog. Sometimes you gotta do shit that you're not.
All right, check out Mondo's channel for the.
Don't check out my channel. Don't do it. Stay on his channel. I don't want you guys.
Okay, don't check out
I
Mondo.
appreciate you though, bro.
Don't-
I just rather have my own toxic viewers. Shout out Ice Poseidon 2. Ice Poseidon 2 always.win.
That sounds like some Twitch terminology that I don't understand.
Yeah, dude. I fucking mean, dude.
Anyway, if you're a toxic viewer, head on over to Life's Maverick right now. I guess if you're a non-toxic viewer, stay right here. Here's the rest of the tagging. I interviewed people doing the community cleanup after the looting when they were sincerely cleaning it up. Not when they were doing it for whatever purpose. No, I like the guy.
He only did it momentarily, too.
During the Van Nuys protest, he got arrested.
Really?
I have talked with him about it, but I don't know exactly for what. I interviewed him about it over in Beverly Hills last week. And he told me about going in and out of jail afterwards, but I think I forgot to ask him exactly what they took him in for. But anyway, I ventured away from the protests. All these people are saying, go check out what's happening. So I ventured on over there to try to put an eye on it. But anyway, side story.
I guess
After
everybody
curfew,
left.
wasn't that an afternoon protest? I don't think we broke curfew, but anyway, that's just a sideshow. Although Mondo's funny, so if you're toxic, go over to his channel, as he says.
No police anymore. Streets are open.
Okay, everything's all open now. I'm not gonna just create stuff that's not happening. I'm gonna look at your chat, your comments in the chat though. Must fight for viewers. Sam and Andy, Mondo calling you out. Mondo, yeah. The thing is, I'm not some. There's someone with a megaphone on Tyrone. That was comment. What time is it right now? Oh well, no. There's a guy walking around with a megaphone here, just shouting
John F. Kennedy stuff.
Kennedy and Bible stuff, and no, that's. Yeah, I'm no entertainment streamer. I'm out here to report the news. Sometimes some people find that entertaining, though.
Who's Chicken Andy?
Mondo, as far as I know, goes by Salmon Andy. I don't know if he also goes by Chicken Andy or some other streamer goes by Chicken Andy. There might be a different streamers, Chicken Andy. I don't keep up with all their Yeah, well, right now there is no news, but we're out here reporting the news over the past hour. It started right down here at the intersection of Delano and Tyrone. There were a whole bunch of police officers there, but there wasn't a standoff. I'll need to correct that.
The news is that there's no news anymore.
And we showed you what's left of that American flag, as well as the tagging. And I got the interview with the one witness who said there were protesters circling around this whole complex, and then when the officers came out right over here, the protesters headed off eastbound on we're on Delano, and probably went away from there. And that's about it. Here we are at the 1 hour mark. Any comments to wrap this up, Annabelle?
Short night. Short night. Unfortunately, we missed the beginning, but we checked out downtown earlier, downtown Los Angeles, and it was pretty calm there. Couple
Yeah,
of people remaining
I
in
didn't.
Shop LA, the way I call it. There were the tents are in front of the city hall, but no protesters.
I didn't mention that. We were briefly in downtown LA tonight. When Annabelle says Chop LA, she's referring to Black Unity LA. There's still a protest encampment across the street from Los Angeles City Hall.
Why do I have
Car.
my mask
It's
on?
called. That's a police car. It's the protest encampment outside LA City Hall is called Black Unity LA. That's still going. Been going for a couple months. We've covered it a bit. But no protest action downtown tonight when we were there, other than their protesters full on living there. And that's about it.
Yeah, what I forgot in our earlier live stream to mention, my channel is Romika Annabelle, Romika Annabell. And check out the footage from last week from the protest in Beverly Hills, where we are probably going tomorrow.
Dragon Leaf is asking, is that a Romanian accent?
No,
Yeah, you don't need to answer that. You can, Dragon Leaf, you can go check out Annabelle's channel. Romika Annabelle. YouTube.com/Romika Annabelle, the way she just spelled it. Not with an E at the end. No E at the end. And as far as I'm aware, Annabelle still doesn't have an OnlyFans, but maybe we'll work on that. Yeah, if you want to figure out what accent that is, Dragon Leaf. Since you haven't been tuned into so many of our broadcasts, I presume you can check out the Romika Annabelle channel on YouTube. And one more time, your channel, or one of them.
Yeah, Team Playback, 2 separate words, Team Playback. And then my Instagram's just not Celsius, NOTCELIUS. NOTCELCIUS. Like the temperature, not Celsius.
And you're a big help tonight, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And do I have any final thoughts? Oh, this is always a fail. I'm streaming on Annabelle's phone again. It's just always a fail when no.
I can hold it.
Do I have any final thoughts? Why?
Oh, I don't know.
Why are you photobombing us? No, let's call it a night. And tomorrow we'll be out in Beverly Hills or somewhere where there's some action, so stay tuned for that. We were in Tonga earlier. If you didn't see the action in Tonga, you can check out the video. It's already up on the channel. Watch the long one, not the short one, or watch the short one too. Just got cut off really quickly. But first, do you know of any anti-protester groups? I know of a bunch of them elsewhere in California, not here in Los Angeles. If you mean counter-protesters.
No OnlyFans.
Alright, if I missed your comments, sorry. There was one commenter who was very helpful tonight. Thank you. I think you know who you are. And alright, thanks a lot, guys. Tomorrow, probably in Beverly Hills, but not for sure. But there should be some action in Los Angeles area tomorrow. So stay tuned, and we'll be live and on the ground sometime shortly in the Los Angeles area. Good night from Van Nuys in the San Fernando Valley. Yes, Romika.Annabelle on Instagram, but add an L to the end.
Oh, yes.
2 L's.
Okay.
Good night. Good night.
No E.
No E at the end. Come on, guys. But we'll throw the link in the description after the video processes. Spelling isn't our specialty here in the chat on the Josh Friedman channel. Good night from Van Nuys.
Tschüss.
Adios.